Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. A Star Trek Discovery actor will only appear once in Star Trek Starfleet Academy, despite Star Trek's next series seemingly being built around their character. Executive produced by Alex Kurtzman and Noga Landa, Star Trek Starfleet Academy Season 1 is set to premiere in early 2026 on Paramount+. Star Trek Starfleet Academy unveiled its first teaser trailer at San Diego Comic-Con, which revealed Academy Award winner Holly Hunter and Academy Award nominee Paul Giamatti leading a new, young cast. Starfleet Academy also includes Star Trek Legacy actor Robert Picardo as the Doctor, and Star Trek Discovery's Tig Notaro as Commander Jet Reno, and Oded Fehr as Admiral Charles Vance. Yet, oddly missing from Star Trek Starfleet Academy's promotion is Mary Wiseman, who played Lieutenant Sylvia Tilly in Star Trek Discovery, and was that series' bridge to Starfleet Academy. Prompted by Trek Movies' Laurie Ulster, TV industry journalist Matt Mitovich of Matt's Inside Line revealed how many episodes of Starfleet Academy Mary Wiseman would appear in as Tilly, and it's a shock. Mary Wiseman reportedly reprising Lieutenant Sylvia Tilly in only one episode of Star Trek Starfleet Academy is shocking because it was initially believed and expected that the new show would be built around and for Tilly. Star Trek Discovery Season 4's premiere introduced the first class of Starfleet Academy in over a century since the burn, and Tilly left the USS Discovery for a new career as an instructor at Starfleet Academy. Star Trek Discovery Season 4, Episode 4, All Is Possible, saw Lieutenant Tilly and Ensign Nadira Tall Blue Del Barrio lead a group of cadets on a mission, and that episode appeared to be a backdoor pilot for a Star Trek Starfleet Academy show centering on Tilly. The ideas that ultimately took shape to become Star Trek Starfleet Academy differ from what was seen in Star Trek Discovery Season 4, and Tilly is no longer a focus of the new show, with Robert Picardo's Doctor seemingly much more prominent. Star Trek Starfleet Academy only including Mary Wiseman as Lieutenant Sylvia Tilly as a guest star in one episode is a genuinely surprising reversal, although it was obvious how Tilly was not seen at all in any of Starfleet Academy's promotional materials or trailers so far. Possible reasons why Tilly was de-emphasized from Star Trek Starfleet Academy could include Mary Wiseman's availability post-Star Trek Discovery or a new creative direction for the show since Star Trek Discovery ended. There's an easy explanation for why Tilly is missing from most of Star Trek Starfleet Academy, as she could simply be aboard the USS Discovery on its next mission, which would have been Star Trek Discovery Season 6, as seen when the starship warped away in Star Trek Discovery's series finale. It will still be great to see Mary Wiseman reprise Lieutenant Sylvia Tilly in Starfleet Academy, but it might also feel awkward since, at one time, Star Trek Starfleet Academy was poised to be a show that prominently featured Tilly. In the ever-expanding Star Trek universe, change is the only constant, and as Star Trek Discovery prepares to hand the baton to its successor, Starfleet Academy, fans are bracing for one of the most surprising transitions in franchise history. The latest insider scoop teases a shocking twist. One of Discovery's most beloved characters will only appear once in Starfleet Academy before vanishing from the story entirely. This revelation has sent shockwaves across the fandom, sparking speculation, debate, and even a few tears among those who have followed Discovery since its debut in 2017. Who is this character? Why would the producers bring them back for just one appearance? And what does their brief return mean for the next generation of cadets at the Academy? When Starfleet Academy was first announced, fans were thrilled by the promise of a new beginning, a series set centuries after Discovery, in the 32nd century timeline, focusing on young cadets navigating the pressures of duty, friendship, and the ideals of the Federation. Naturally, many assumed that at least one familiar face from Discovery would help anchor the transition. With Discovery's finale tying up many storylines, the idea of a mentor or cameo appearance from a veteran character seemed like the perfect connective tissue between shows. But according to early reports, only one Discovery character will make that crossover, and it will be for a single, unforgettable episode. After that, they will not return. The decision, we are told, is creative and intentional. It's not about scheduling conflicts or contracts. It's about storytelling. The most likely candidate, Sylvia Tilly. If any Discovery character embodies the spirit of Starfleet Academy, it's Sylvia Tilly, played by Mary Wiseman. Tilly has been a fan favorite since the show's earliest days. Quirky, brilliant, and deeply human in a universe filled with stoic captains and alien diplomats. Tilly's arc on Discovery took her from an anxious cadet to a confident Starfleet officer and leader. Her passion for mentoring others and her time training cadets in later seasons already positioned her perfectly for a role in the Academy spin-off. In fact, early teasers hinted that Tilly might serve as one of the key instructors at the Academy. But now, rumors suggest her appearance will be limited to just one episode, perhaps the pilot, to inspire the new recruits and pass the torch. If true, that would make her exit profoundly symbolic. She wouldn't simply vanish. She'd be immortalized as the guiding spirit who sets the next generation on their journey. It's a graceful goodbye, and one that feels entirely in character. The emotional farewell episode. Imagine the scene. A new class of cadets nervously stepping onto the grounds of the Academy. The twin suns of the 32nd Century Federation glinting off the shining towers of learning. Their first instructor? Commander Sylvia Tilly. She's warm, funny, and encouraging, everything you'd hope for in a Starfleet mentor. She tells them stories of her time on the Discovery, of courage, friendship, and sacrifice. She challenges them to question, to dream, and to believe in the impossible. And then, just as quickly, she's gone. Perhaps she accepts a new mission beyond the Federation frontier. Perhaps her appearance was always meant to be ceremonial. Or maybe, in a bittersweet twist, we learn that her visit to the Academy was her last before embarking on a journey from which she'll never return. Her single appearance could serve as both a literal and emotional send-off, honoring Discovery's past while igniting Starfleet Academy's future. Thematic continuity. Passing the torch. Star Trek has always been about evolution of people, ideas, and civilizations. Each generation builds upon the last, learning from the triumphs and mistakes of those who came before. Having a Discovery character appear once in Starfleet Academy encapsulates this philosophy perfectly. It acknowledges the importance of legacy without letting the past overshadow the future. Tilly's one-time appearance would say, in essence, "We've prepared you. Now it's your turn." This approach also mirrors how Star Trek has handled transitions in the past. Captain Pike's mentorship of Kirk in earlier reboots, Admiral Picard's influence over new officers in lower decks, and Janeway's holographic training role in Prodigy all follow the same pattern, handing over the mission to those who will carry it forward. Why only once? The creative team behind Starfleet Academy reportedly wanted to avoid turning the new show into Discovery. Part 2. While continuity is important, Starfleet Academy needs to stand on its own feet, with its own characters, tone, and themes. By including one Discovery character briefly, the writers can make that emotional connection without relying on nostalgia. It's a way of saying, yes, this is the same universe, but we're charting new territory. Mary Wiseman's Tilly, or whichever character ultimately appears, becomes the narrative bridge. They light the path, and then let the cadets take it from there. Other possibilities. Burnham, Saru, or even Zora. Of course, Tilly isn't the only candidate for a cameo. Michael Burnham's Sonequa Martin Green could appear in a recorded message or holographic form, perhaps as a legendary figure whose actions rebuilt the Federation. A brief appearance from Burnham would carry immense emotional weight, reminding audiences of the ideals she championed. Saru Doug Jones could serve as a visiting ambassador or a special lecturer, sharing lessons of leadership and empathy. His calm presence would be a gift to the new generation. Zora, the sentient AI of the Discovery, might even play a role in the Academy's computer systems, a literal voice of history guiding the cadets. But no matter who it is, the key idea remains the same. One connection to the past, one chance to inspire, and then a respectful farewell. A symbolic message to fans, for viewers who've grown attached to Discovery's crew. This creative decision may feel bittersweet. After all, it's hard to say goodbye to characters who've taken us through war, time travel, and the rebirth of the Federation itself. But that's also what makes Star Trek Star Trek. It's about moving forward, about exploring not only strange new worlds, but new eras, new ideas, and new hearts. By allowing a Discovery character to appear once in Starfleet Academy, the franchise is making a statement. The future is in good hands. The old guard isn't being forgotten, they're being honored. Their lessons will echo in the halls of the Academy long after they're gone. Final frontier. New beginning. Whether it's Tilly, Burnham, Saru, or even Zora, the emotional impact of this single crossover appearance will likely define the tone of Starfleet Academy's first season. It will remind fans that every era of Starfleet, no matter how advanced, is built on the courage of those who came before. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.